Hi, everybody. I want to talk to you today about how to properly research your sources for your Civil War speech. So, I'm going to talk you through the steps. Here are the instructions for getting started. First thing you're going to do is go to My Elmbrook. Okay, from here, I'm going to log in. Okay, and you want to go to the library. Okay, BCHS library. Click on the tile. All right, once we're in the library, we're going to scroll down to the center. And we're going to go to Articles from Periodicals. From here, EBSCOhost is a pretty good one to use because it's magazines, newspapers, and journals. So we're going to click on that for starters. I'm going to hit continue because the default settings are really pretty good. From here, I'm going to do advanced search. All right. Here, I'm going to say my topic is going to be Abraham Lincoln. And specifically, I'm going to research the assassination. Okay, I want articles that are only going to have Abraham Lincoln in the title because I know they're really going to be about him, not just a minor reference. Okay, then I'm going to put in assassination. All right, and here, if you want to rule out things that are popping up that maybe don't pertain but have the same word in them, you can click in not. And maybe for some reason I'm getting a whole bunch of articles about Lincoln Center. All right, that's going to make sure that anything that has Lincoln Center in it in the article is not going to show up. Another really good trick is to click on the word full text because we don't want any articles where it's just the title that doesn't give you access to the actual article. So a database is essentially a library. We may or may not subscribe to the magazine that you see as a listing. So it's not that you couldn't track it down if you wanted to, but if you want easy access to it for it to just pop up, click on full text and it'll save yourself some stress later on. Okay, now we should be good. Let's click on our search. All right, from here I have 26 articles that could possibly be good topics for me or good sources for me. So to rule it out, to figure it out, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hover on this magnifying glass. And over here, it's going to show me an abstract, which is just another word for a summary. Okay, so it's going to give me an idea of what this is all about. If I decide this is a good one, I click on full text. All right, and then from here, if I decide it's awesome, this is what I want, I can listen to it if I want. I can change the accent if you really feel inclined to do that. From there, you can either email it to yourself, you can print it, you can save it to your Google Drive. However you want to access it is fine with me. And then from here, this is the really important. You want to cite it, okay? So you click on the cite button. Then you scroll down to where it says MLA because that's the type of citation we're doing. From here, we are going to copy the MLA citation. Okay, then I'm going to go back to my drive. Okay, I'm going to start a new doc. I'm going to save this because it's really going to save me some trouble in the long run. Okay, I'm just going to plop it in here in a new document. Okay, it turns out all green. Sometimes it does that. Easy to fix in Google. Okay, highlight the whole thing. Come on over here, go to your highlighter, and click None. Okay, we got rid of it. All right, so we're going to have to do a little cleaning up before we turn this into a works cited. To take you through the step, if you want to get it ready to go already, we're going to double space it. All right, and then we want to do hanging indentation. So if we come to the second line and we hit tab, no, sorry, I was on the wrong line. We're going to undo that. Okay, we're going to go to the end of the first line. We're going to hit enter. From there, we're going to hit tab. Then it won't scoot that front line over. Okay, from here, we can do the same thing. Whoop. Okay, so now this is the way a proper MLA citation should look like in a works cited. So every time you get a new source, you're just going to come back to this document and you're going to plop it in here. The only criteria then is that you want to put it in alphabetical order. So this is Stevenson. If you get something before it or after it, you just put it in accordingly wherever it would fit. Okay, you're really going to be saving yourself some time if you do this and getting you ready for the works cited step, which comes next. Okay, so now let's go back to our slideshow. All right, Cornell note sheets. Hyperlink is right here. All right, most of you have done Cornell note sheets before. There's some basic formatting to it. I know the forms look a little different from different teachers, but basically it's the same thing. Okay, so I've already popped one in here, but I'm going to paste our new source in there. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to take off the highlighting. Okay, we're going to back that line all the way over edge. Okay, do the same thing to clean up our MLA citation, our hanging indentation, and it's all set. So no typing, no handwriting, we're just copying and pasting those citations. It's super easy if you're using the databases. If you're using the internet to use web sources, you're going to have to piece that information based on the example right here. But if you're using a database, that's as easy as it is. Okay, so then when we get to our actual note sheets, we're going to be writing our notes in here. So for example, anything maybe having to do with the theater, you might write theater in here, okay? Right, and then over here, you're gonna write your notes about whatever is pertaining to the theater from that article. On the bottom, you're going to fill in your summary. And this tells you why these notes are really important or what was great about them or basically the gist of whatever the article was about and why it's meaningful. This will save you time in the long run when you're reviewing your notes and getting ready to write your outline. If you've got good Cornell notes taken, you're really 90% of the way there towards writing your outline. Okay, next step is our works cited instructions. Okay, so we're going to click on that. This is the next step after we've found all of our sources, but you might as well get in the habit of doing this right from the start. Copying and pasting into that document, dropping your citations in there every time was really going to save you time in the end. Make sure you look over this list before you turn in your works cited directions. There's nothing magical about it. There's nothing difficult about it. It's just like following a picture on a puzzle box. You just need to look at the picture and check the block. Look at everything that's supposed to be there. Make sure it's done correctly, and then you're going to be in good shape. So that's it. That's how we do our notes. You have 2 sources due at the end of the block today. You'll have 2 more due at the end of the block tomorrow. Make sure that of your citations or of your sources, at least 3 of them are non-website sources. Databases count as non-website sources, so you could find all 4 of your sources right there, and you could be done. So make sure tomorrow we have a sub, or today, I guess for you, make sure that we are giving those to the sub before you leave today so that I can look them over and get them back to you. Thanks so much, and I will see you tomorrow.